Well, we're in the second week of the new year, and I want to be very transparent because a lot of times people feel like hey, you don't know what it's like. My own mom, she right now she's probably getting about $700 from Social Security. Her association fee, her maintenance fee is almost $700. And that don't. She has a small mortgage. She has food. She has other expenses, and of course, my sister and I step in and we help to take care of her. But there's so many people who don't have the kids to take care of them, don't have their families to step in. And I have an aunt in Jamaica. Her situation is that she's in way more house than she needs for years. And that house has been draining her. And I've been here doing the best I can to send her money on a monthly basis. And it's not making any sense. That house, now the hurricane came, significant damage to the house. We can all relate to the challenges that are out there. And, I just want you to know that I get it. I understand. It is a struggle sometimes. But we have to work together to find a way. Vanya, what you say?
I agree, Dax. We are here every Saturday trying to do our best to educate people about how to leverage the equity to live a better life, especially people who are looking forward to retire or people who have retired already. And there's one point I want to make whenever I talk to people and they say, well, they're very proud that they owe $90,000 on a house that's worth, say, $500,000 right now.
Right.
And why shouldn't you be? You should. That is, I mean, I can imagine that investment that in one way it has completely paid off. You own an asset that is worth so much money. It gives you that feeling of satisfaction that I bought it at the right time.
Yes. Good investment.
I kept it. I kept paying on it. I'm almost done paying for it. Look how much equity it has. All good if everything is going fine and you can manage it. The problem happens when you are in that position, but things are not going okay anymore.
Inflation. Things went up. Prices, that you thought you would never be paying this much in property tax or homeowners insurance. No. Look at the bill. Not to mention the repairs, a new roof, plumbing, all kind of things going on.
Absolutely. And one thing that I want people to understand very clearly, if you have a house where you owe a lot less compared to the market value, but the house needs a lot of work. Let's say it needs a roof. Let's say you have a plumbing issue. Forget all of that. Let's say it's not even upgraded. Your AC is old and your kitchen, bathrooms are from the not new. New means they were not done in the last 2 to 3 years. That's how quickly things change. And the house right next to you is fully remodeled, right?
Right.
That guy, we don't know what they owe, but you owe a lot less than them. That guy owes $200,000 on a $500,000 house, but he has it fully remodeled. You owe maybe $50,000 on a $500,000 house, but you have issues. You have not remodeled, plus you have hidden issues in the house that we all know of. You're not going to get $500,000 for that house.
Right.
You do not have the equity you think you have if the house needs repairs, if the house needs a lot of work. And that is where shark investors come in. They actually scout. Their people drive around neighborhoods, find these houses that are looking run down. There's a tarp on the roof, and they knock, or they will send you a formal letter and make you offers, and just simply sit and wait on the side when you will take the bait and get in.
But you're talking about this, and there are a lot of people who are actually engaged in these types of transactions right now, and we're saying to you, you have a choice. Give us a call and let's have a conversation. You do not need to settle for that ridiculous offer you're getting.
Absolutely not. And more importantly, before things go completely out of hand, if you are seeing the writing on the wall that it is getting very tight. The house now, suddenly I have a leak in the bathroom. I feel like the roof is, I could have tiles or shingles missing, or the roof is already 20 years old. But I owe only 90,000 on the house. My interest rate is very low. I am not going back in a 30-year mortgage. I am not taking any money out. I'm not doing it. What are you saving the equity for then? What good it is going to be? The point I'm trying to make is a rundown house, first of all, it's not worth even remotely close to the market value of the property. So you've already lost a chunk of equity because the house needs work. The second point is, if a rundown house is paid off and on top of it you're tight, and obviously if you owe 90,000, you're not going to pay it off next year. You're still going to need 10 years to pay it off, right?
Yes.
So in that 5 to 10 years, when you're trying to preserve this equity, you're not doing the house or yourself a favor. I can understand you have a low rate and you feel, but I don't want to start over, which is a myth. We've broken it many times. But there are options. There are options like line of credit. There are options like second mortgage. There are so many options right now, guys, that you can use if you are in that situation. If you're not, you're doing great, and on top of it, owe little to nothing on a beautiful home. Congratulations. You should be going out there and motivating everybody, young people especially, to buy real estate, because you
Yes.
are a prime example to show them, look, if when I'm ready, how much money I can get out of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally, we don't always agree, Vanya, but we're in agreement this morning.
Yes. So the number is 954-866-2171. There are many such cases. Every case is different. It's very difficult to talk about it in general terms. But when you call and discuss your situation one-on-one, I can now tell you, based on the products we have available and the program we have launched, which is 500 people minimum this year to be financially independent through real estate, stress-free through real estate. Under that, the programs that we have, 9 out of 10 people are finding a solution.
I discussed it with my sister. We're going to get a reverse mortgage for my mom. And, it makes sense. We're at that stage where it does make sense. To sit and leave the equity in the home is not worth it. Listen, let's talk.
Absolutely. And even for reverse mortgage, I just want to make it very clear. Some people feel reverse is a scam, I don't want to take it. Reverse is not easy to get by any means, Dax.
Sure.
If you've had lates on the mortgage, then reverse cannot be, they will not give you a reverse mortgage. It has its own criteria. They require a basic score as well. It's an extremely regulated program. The last thing they want is to take someone's property. Rather, they're getting more and more skeptical and giving it to people. There are so many things you have to see. It's not just like, oh yeah, well, reverse, it's always there. No. So one more time, before things go out of control, before you get late on the mortgage, and by late I mean 30 days late, or on the credit cards, or you feel that this month I did it, I have no idea how next month's gonna go. Leaving the equity in the property while your life, your bills, and your house could use cash is not a good idea, guys. That equity is not even there. You pretty much might as well think that you have no equity, because when people take their time,
if you can't access it, then you're going to
lose it. But we see it all the time. People come to us after they've lost it to somebody because they waited too long, right? So like I was explaining, because of all the variety of products, second mortgage, line of credit, equity loans, so many things are available, guys. Let's discuss one by one, and we can give you so many options. And if there is no option and selling is the only way, let's help you sell to get the top dollar.
I think that most people listening this morning, are at a stage where they maybe looking forward to retirement and wanting to make some retirement plans. Guess what? Your real estate actually can work for you with that. Number 2, there may be people who are, at that stage in life where they're looking to how are they going to manage their estate. And for both areas, we have lots of experience, we have lots of advice, and we actually have lots of people that we can help you to work with. So reach out to us. Let us help you one-on-one and get this thing done for 2026. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Call us, text us, 954-866-2171. Again, that's 954-866-2171.